Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's episode, I'm determined to get the wire harness back properly installed in the vehicle and everything plugged up. And I got exactly what I need. Instructions. Yeah, I printed out the all data wiring harness guide. So hopefully this will help me get everything plugged back in the right location and everything connected properly. So these are the 2 pages I'm gonna be following, and I'm just gonna be taking everything step by step. It has all the details about each connector, how many cavities, and the color of each wire that goes to the connector and where it's supposed to go to in the engine bay. So one at a time, let's get this going. So far, this is what we have. We have this installed, which I think is some sort of breather. We have the oil pressure switch installed. That up there is the knock sensor. We have the sensor for the alternator installed. I'm still trying to figure out what that sensor is for, but we're getting progress here, guys. I'm just trying to take it one step at a time because this thing is not easy. Holy crap, I just did the impossible, guys. So I totally forgot to put this breather back in when the intake was off. And there's 2 bolts, one on the bottom and one all the way on top. And that shit was like impossible to get on. And somehow I managed to get the bolt threaded on and tightened with nothing but a magnet and a long 10mm. It took me a good half an hour to 45 minutes doing that, but I didn't want to take the intake back off. I had the gaskets and everything already set. So I was determined and I managed to do it. We're gonna start with getting the rest of the components installed. So we're gonna get this pipe installed. We're gonna get the distributor installed. And any other little things that we're missing, we're just gonna get all attached to the engine. That way we can make sure all the harnesses are where they need to be. And then we'll get everything else plugged up. All right, guys, we did it. Looks like everything is finally connected properly. I was following the diagram. Once you got everything going, it was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. There were a couple of connectors that doesn't really get plugged in anymore. Like this one was plugged into the intake, and of course, we don't have a new one for the intake, so I think we tuned this out. I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to talk to the tuner. We still have all the fuel injectors unplugged because we do have to put the new fuel injectors in, so I'm not too worried about that. And we left the main harness for the battery power unplugged because we don't need that just yet. It's probably the last thing I'm going to connect. But yeah, the wiring harness is pretty complete, and I have to say it was a lot easier than I anticipated. I lied. We were not done with all the harnesses. There was a couple I found lurking down there that I had to plug in, that I found where they go. But there's still this one, which is actually kind of funny. This is the one that I actually soldered a new pigtail onto it, and I have no idea where the hell it goes. I'm gonna have to really go over this again and make sure everything's fine. This is turning out to be a bigger mess than I anticipated. So it's not so easy, guys. It's actually quite difficult, and I'm really trying to get everything plugged in properly. I'm certain I'm not gonna have everything 100% when it comes time to start this vehicle, but for now, I'm just trying to get everything situated. And then the next game we're gonna play is find out which hose goes where. Because we have a plethora of scrambled hoses that looks like they could fit into 2 or 3 places. Some of them are pretty straightforward, like I know that one goes there. I know this one went into the intake tube as well as this one that we no longer have, so I had to figure what to do with that. This is a ground wire that goes on the water pump right down there. I mean, not the water pump, the thermostat housing. So I will get that attached to that. But other than that, I am just trying to figure out where the rest of these connectors need to go. So that's gonna be something I work on because I am spending way too much time trying to figure this out. And yeah, it's getting a little frustrating, but I'm trying my best and I have no intentions of giving up. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. You just gotta give me some time, and I'm probably gonna have to look a little more heavily into this, or I might have to get someone to come assist me, someone who knows these motors and these harnesses like better than I do, right? Jeff, that means you. But I think we're done for the night. We're gonna tackle this again next week and hopefully finally get everything put back together. Not only the harness, but all the hoses that are quite confusing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.